Here's a simple hack for getting in shape and getting healthy. Here we go. You've seen my videos. If you follow me at all, park as far away as you can. I always park out in the middle of nowhere whenever I do it. Whenever I go anywhere, go to the gym, it's Christmas time, you go to the mall, whatever it is, I always park in the middle of nowhere. But you go, okay, Jerry, that makes sense. I get some extra steps, but all right, I understand. No, it's not my point this time. My point is not that you get the extra steps, although that's important. And over the course of a year, we've counted that up. It's a significant tens and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of extra steps every year. That's not my point. My point is the discipline that it takes when you pull into that mall and you're going into the mall and the front entrance to the mall is right in front of you. And as you pull in, that car in the very front backs out and you could easily pull into that spot in the very front. You could have the spot right in front, 10 steps from the front door, thousands of other cars everywhere else. And your golden ticket came in as you pulled in, and your human nature to beat out all of the other humans around you is to say, bam, look what I got. I'm in front. Goes back, I swear, to when we were children, and the first one in line to go outside and play, the first one in line to come back, the first one in line to get a drink of water, the first one in line to have lunch. We learned this as children to grapple and fight for that front spot. So it's bred into us. It goes deep. That's where the discipline comes in. You could pull up, and now I see that spot, and I'll drive right past it because I'm going somewhere else. In fact, I'll come into the mall a completely different way because I know I'm going to the furthest corner out because I'm in control. Doesn't matter to me. Now, if it's pouring down rain, right? Okay, I might make an exception there, and I'll park up front or closer if I can if it's pouring down rain, but only not if it's snowing. Snowing, I'm getting a walk. Cloudy, I'm taking a walk. I'd rather get wet, risking getting in the extra steps and keeping my discipline tight than I would parking up front and never having it rain on me. So, caveat there. But that tells you about yourself. Can you bypass that spot up front that overrides that urge in your brain that has been there probably since you can remember and before as children, and drive past it and go out in the middle of nowhere and walk in. And when you walk up, here is that young kid that took that spot right in front. Maybe they're talking a little bit of smack about how all those cars and they got the front one, and you know that could have been yours. And then you're able to look at that situation and go, man, I did the right thing. You don't look at it pissed. I shouldn't have let that little brat have it. Nope. You look at it and go, it's too bad for him he got that front spot because he's not getting the steps that I am. He doesn't have the discipline that I have. He's not looking at the world the way that I'm looking at the world. It's the way I look at the world. Hopefully you do too. Opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. Even when you're going into a parking lot in the mall, middle of Christmas, that spot right there in the front, you got to ignore it because the opportunity is way out in the middle of nowhere. Walking in from an exercise perspective, but more about the discipline to bypass the easy way out and taking the hard one. Go for a walk.